No bullshit intro, let's get this video over with. So you have seen the trailer for the content update for Need for Speed Unbound Volume 2, right? So here's the problem I'm having right now about this shitty ass update. One new car and the other quote-unquote new car, which is pretty fucking old since Need for Speed Payback, are coming into this game. Vehicle number one being the Lotus Emira 2021. And you know what? It's about time that a new car was added into this game, much like the Lamborghini Urus and the Mitsubishi Eclipse as an example, because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing the exact same shitty ass drip feed cars we've seen every single day on every single previous Need for Speed game. And the other quote-unquote new car, which is known as the Nissan Fairlady ZG, which is mainly a Z, to be honest.
You gotta give EA some credit, Ice. They made this car look so fancy as fuck.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit excuse. Under no way does that car look new inside of this game. As a matter of fact, that model of vehicle doesn't even look new at all since Need for Speed fucking Payback. I don't care how much customization there is into this car. I don't care how creative they've gotten with the
Milky Way wishes and shit like
that kind of shit for this kind of car. It's the exact same thing we've been driving since Payback and Heat. Under no excuse do you have to white knight this game for this shitty ass car that is reposted every fucking time like a Twitter meme.
Oh, but look at Need for Speed Underground. Look at Need for Speed Underground 2. Look at Carbon. Look at Most Wanted 2005. They had reposted models of vehicles. The same could apply to Undercover.
Your excuse is way more worse than I've ever anticipated. Look at the Dodge Charger! That car is literally the only vehicle we had that isn't even a Hellcat or a Demon! It's the same repost since 2015!
Oh, but they added the Dodge Charger Hellcat.
Well, they added the Charger later on inside this game. They had multiple times to do that in the previous games. Have they done that? No, they haven't. This logic is stupid. You are literally the biggest set of morons that's been defending this game for a shitty ass repost of a vehicle with this kind of modification. I don't give a shit how customized this vehicle is or what kind of new style it has. This is literally the same thing I've been seeing ever since Payback. And honestly, this has been the same vehicle has been seen inside of Need for Speed Heat. And some of you all should know why EA is doing this.
Hey, we want some money. Hey, we want some money.
Oh no way, you're just gonna go for it anyways. Fucking dumbasses you are. Because literally, if anyone were ever to play this game and saw this kind of car, the Nissan Z inside of Need for Speed Unbound would go straight forward to buy EA Play or some shit like that and just straight up do it for the car itself to have to the collection. I know it's supposed to be like a vehicle you could have for yourself, but this is literally the dumbest thing ever. This existed since... I don't want to repeat myself. Need for Speed Unbound literally is made by a bunch of people who are way more dumber, way more stupider than the people who are on the spectrum. I know I'm on the spectrum too, but yet I pick up on some deplorable, stupid shit that I smell in regards to Need for Speed today. And you know what? Much like any other modern day Need for Speed game, the whole entire franchise is gonna die out as a whole, as far as I'm concerned, because EA is putting up with this bullshit. Not just the horrible gameplay physics and mechanics, mind you. And much like how the developers of Need for Speed are way more dumber than the people on the spectrum, the people who are inside of the Need for Speed community and rather support Need for Speed Unbound are way more worse. Like, they're at the same level of stupidity with EA and Criterion at this point. This is being said for the fanboys and the fangirls of Need for Speed in general, and that's for the modern Need for Speed games, never mind the previous ones. But if you think this car was the only reason why I'm mad about this, why I'm bringing this up to become a rant, ho ho! You're gonna be surprised for this other part of the update. And to be honest, this is quite fucking ironic to begin with.
Suspect spotted. They won't get away from me this time, dispatch.
You have got to be fucking kidding me! Criterion's development team are filled with fucking morons! First, in the initial release, which is the initial trailer of this game, they weren't gonna have cops inside of this game. Then, these stupid motherfuckers think that it was a good idea to add them back into Volume 2. This was avoidable if they added the cops initially! To be quite honest, this logic is so fucking stupid. If they're gonna straight up say once before, when they're initially releasing this game, oh, we're not gonna add cops, they're not gonna come. But then, later on, they do this shit. Oh, we're adding cops to the next update now. Jesus fucking Christ, this game is filled with mentally ill retards that are way more worse than people who have autism at this point. And me making this up now because of this deplorable, stupid bullshit, and people who like this kind of stupid bullshit, is what I would like to call EA-ism. A medical term that I made up now for the people who will stupidly try to defend White Knight EA games on some stupid bullshit they did for these future games. And at this point, Need for Speed Unbound. I'm getting to the critical point where I just want to state out by myself that good Need for Speed games that will ever exist in the future, I don't know if that's going to ever happen or not, are officially dead, no matter what. And to those of you inside the Need for Speed community that are going to be fanboying or fangirling this deplorable release of a fucking Need for Speed game, I just want to let you all know, y'all are nothing but fucking AIDS. People like you makes me want to fucking vomit real badly that I'd rather pass out and being inside of a fucking hospital bed instead of being in my bedroom having to watch this deplorable bullshit. And even at the same time having to hear some stupid ass responses about some shit like this. There. Draw the fucking line. This game is shit. This update's shit. Every single update inside this game is forever gonna be shit. I hate this game now. I'm starting to hate it. I don't own it yet, but I'm really starting to fucking hate it right now because of how EA and Criterion are doing this shit. Fuck this game. It should be hated right next to Payback.